What if justice didn't rise like a marble temple, but grew from the soil, like wheat from the prairie? We often imagine courthouses as cold fortresses, carved in stone, distant, commanding. But once, just once, a courthouse was built like a poem, born not from the empire, but from the earth, in the heart of the Midwest, where the land lies open and the sky goes on forever, rises a building that doesn't dominate its landscape, it belongs to it. This is the Woodbury County Courthouse of 1918, a structure unlike any civic building before it. No Roman pillars, no Greek porticos. Instead, broad horizontals, flowing lines, prairie-born colors. This courthouse did something bold. It refused to look back, and instead dared to look forward. It asked, what does justice look like when it's American? Welcome to Sioux City, Iowa, a bustling industrial hub on the Missouri River. In the early 1900s, it was a city full of ambition, a place caught between frontier past and modern promise. By this time, the Prairie School of Architecture was making waves. Led by Frank Lloyd Wright, it was a new American style, defined by long lines, low roofs, and buildings that hugged the land. Churches, homes, even libraries embraced the style. But no one had ever applied these principles to a courthouse, a space of law, of civic identity, until now. Woodbury County wanted a courthouse that spoke to the future, not to Rome, not to London, not to Washington, D.C. They chose William L. Steele, a former apprentice of Louis Sullivan, a contemporary of Wright, and a man ready to experiment. But he didn't do it alone. He invited the Minneapolis firm Purcell and Elmslie, famous for their expressive ornament and modernist ideals. Together, they saw this project as something more than construction. They saw it as a revolution in public architecture, and what they built was nothing short of that. In 1918, the Woodbury County Courthouse was completed. It became the largest prairie-style public building ever constructed, a courthouse that didn't wear the robe of imitation, but dressed in a new modern voice. The Prairie School wasn't about decorating buildings. It was about expressing truth. Truth in materials, truth in form, truth in function. Long horizontal lines echoed the endless horizon. Low, sheltering roofs connected buildings with the human scale. Ornament wasn't for show. It was rhythm, like music in stone. This courthouse doesn't tower. It rests like a home for justice. Its massive form stretches wide, not tall, rooted, grounded, embedded in the soil of Iowa. Bands of windows run across its facade, not letting light trickle in, but flooding the interior. At every entrance, you're greeted by terracotta figures, not gods or emperors, but abstracted symbols of justice, progress, and civic duty. The artist? Alfonso Yanelli, a frequent Wright collaborator. Here he carved figures that feel modern, alive, as if the very ideals of democracy were stepping forward. Step inside, and you don't feel like you're in a temple of power. You feel like you've entered a space of inclusion. The building's interior unfolds like a story. There are no intimidating chambers, no marble walls meant to overwhelm. Instead, light, warm tile, colored glass, wood, metal, murals. John Norton's murals stretch across the ceilings and walls, depicting civic virtues in vivid color, not as legends, but as living truths. Every office, every courtroom, every corridor was arranged to serve people first, not just judges or politicians. This wasn't a courthouse for elites. It was a courthouse for farmers, for merchants, for the working class. It spoke their language: American, modern, proud. The building's exterior uses regional sandstone and granite, carefully selected to blend with the palette of the plains. Rich bands of terracotta ornamentation weave symbols of progress and justice, not as afterthoughts, but as part of the architectural grammar. The metalwork, custom; the light fixtures, hand-designed. Even the typography carved into stone was meticulously planned. And when you walk beneath the skylights, you're not just walking through a civic space. You're walking through a belief that justice should be transparent, that government should be accessible, that beauty and function belong together. The Woodbury County Courthouse remains the greatest public triumph of the Prairie School. It was dedicated in 1918 at a cost of $850,000, a staggering sum for the time. In 1973, it was named a National Historic Landmark, ensuring that its message would echo through history. Though William L. Steele never achieved Wright's fame, his legacy endures in this monument to democratic space. Purcell and Elmslie never again built something on this scale, and soon after, the Prairie School faded, giving way to steel, glass, and corporate modernism. But this courthouse still stands, firm-rooted, radical, a place where law lives not in marble, but in the prairie soil of the American Midwest. If architecture is the art of space, this is one of America's greatest canvases. If you believe that buildings have stories, and that those stories still matter, subscribe to Space, Shape, and Scale. We explore the past to illuminate the present, one iconic structure at a time. New episodes every week. More myths, more masterpieces, more meaning.